I need help.
This episode is about gold, greed, and struggle. We will learn about why people from all around the world came to California to search for fortune, what happens when people get gold fever, and how to lift a whole city to protect it from disaster. Welcome to
Guess where we are. Maybe not so much where we are as when we are. We've traveled back in time to 1849 when the gold rush was happening. Remember the gold rush? Well, people were rushing into this place to find this. A man by the name of John Sutter Jr. saw an opportunity to start and build a town out here called Sacramento. I'm your host, Kevin.
Hands up, mister! You're under arrest.
What did I do? I haven't done anything wrong.
Let me tell you what. You think you're the host of this show? Well, we were born here in Sacramento, so we know more about the history than you. But if you let us host the show with you, maybe we won't shoot you.
All right. Okay, just don't shoot me. Why don't you come inside? We can do this together. Come on. Okay. All right, so I'm Kevin. I'm the co-host of the show. Welcome to Sacramento.
Now you better run.
Sacramento City, nowadays known as Old Sac. Yeah, I can't say that I know this place very well. Fortunately, I have the local sisters to help me with the facts. Also, this guy has come to reveal some secrets of Sacramento.
Good day. My name is Samuel Brannan, and I am of pivotal importance to the beginnings of Sacramento. Myself and John Sutter Jr. were responsible for establishing Sacramento City in 1850.
So why did Samuel Brennan and John Sutter Jr. choose this place?
This place is the perfect place to build a town because on this river you'd have steamships coming up from San Francisco full of goods.
And a railroad was to be constructed exactly where Sacramento was built. The convenient infrastructure of the rivers and railroads would make Sacramento the commercial center for merchants and others during the California Gold Rush.
But everything wasn't that perfect.
So not only did the city fall victim to devastating fires,
But the two rivers by Sacramento were also known to flood. Things got really wet here at the Eagle Theater. This theater was built in October 1849.
but what happened only 4 months later, Sam?
Well, Kevin, in January 1850, torrential rain during a performance of Henry V saw the theatre flooded out, both the pit and the seating. Which brought an end to the Eagle Theatre. Not only that, but it is rumored that a former actress at the theatre now haunts the place at night.
Haunted or not, there is a strange feeling walking around Old Sac. It's such an old place, and the people who lived in these buildings must have lived really interesting lives.
Like, as you can see here, this school is only one room, but many social activities of the communities happened in these rooms. None of it would have existed without these. Kevin!
So Sacramento was built by John Sutter Jr., who saw this great opportunity during the gold rush.
But it was from this sawmill right behind us here.
Owned by me, John Sutter Jr.'s father.
That the whole gold rush actually started. And what started the gold rush? Are you really asking me, or do you already know the answer? The gold rush started with gold, of course. Yes. Here by this water, next to the sawmill, John Sutter's carpenter, a man by the name James Marshall, found a very nice gold flake.
It was on January 24th, 1848.
Hooray! We found
Gold? 4 days later, James Marshall will come to this place. Sutter's Fort, to show Sutter the gold that he had found by the sawmill. Little did they know that this single flake of gold would slowly become world news. That's when the rush started. Like you all know, rush means to be in a hurry. It was a matter of being there first. And then, by the end of May, the city of San Francisco was basically half empty because everybody went to go hunting for gold. Whew.
Like the saying goes, finders keepers. 300,000 people from all over the world came to California to search for gold. And each one of them wanted to be first. You could say that the people got infected with gold fever. It doesn't mean they were sick. But it means that they thought about gold most of the time.
Thinking about gold really makes me tired. No! My gold!
Of the gold rush and gold fever that followed it, John Sutter said that
The whole country seemed to have gone mad.
And in a way, it was mad. At first, people started panning for gold on the banks of rivers, also called gold panning.
But after a while, people began to build mines underground to look for gold. It was both dangerous for miners and bad for the environment.
I found gold!
the immigration of thousands of people in search of gold helped California become the 31st state into the Union in 1850. 4 years later, Sacramento was chosen as California's seat of government.
Where the government still sits today.
But at the same time, water continued to be a major problem for Sacramento.
That's not gold. That's a stone.
It rained a lot. And the flooding of the rivers was so devastating that the people decided to do something incredible. They decided to raise the level of the streets. But how do you raise a whole city?
Well, that's an excellent question, Kevin. The project began in 1864, and initially it involved getting rid of all the mud that had come over the American River. You got rid of that. The second part, you laid planks of wood over what will be the lifted street. The third part, though, involves a brick wall being built around 10 feet to 15 feet high. So you then begin to lift the buildings. During the 15 years of the project, over 1,000 buildings were lifted. The buildings are lifted 15 feet to the length of the brick wall. And then you connect the brick wall to the top of the building. And there you have a lifted street.
So, Kevin, what is the lesson we can learn from the story of Old Sacramento?
Well, the adventure isn't over yet. In the next episode, we'll learn the secret techniques of gold panning, do our very best to become rich,
How's it going there, Kevin?
Eureka!
and this time, it's the girls' turn to get gold fever.
Call a doctor! Someone!
Be sure to watch